Hallo, je êtes België. Hoe gaat het met je? Aangenaam. Mijn naam is Gabriela Moraes. Ik ben van Santos, Brazil. Je viens 4 ans et je suis diplômée en relations internationales. Comme vous le savez, j'applique pour le rôle de MCVP pour la période 2016-2017. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you guys how do I plan everything that I put in my application, how do I plan to achieve them with concrete actions, together with the network of AIESEC in Belgium. So they're divided in 5 parts: process standardization, lead for EPs and enablers, communication, capitalizing TN takers, and of course, employer branding. Areas IGIP and BD have historically strong foundations. But one thing that is very important to take into account is that between every term there is a relative growth of at least 100%. And for that, in the beginning of the next term, it's very important for us to start by capitalizing our TN takers. And how are we going to do that? By implementing truly the value delivery. And for that, it's very important for us to show them what is the true value of the interns that are working in their company so that they want to bring more interns. And by that, we're going to build a space to improve the partnership and to work with employer branding as well with those companies, which will bring a lot more value for the members itself. By implementing standardized process, that means that every member of AIESEC in Belgium will have the same knowledge of all the stages of the sales process. And that means that even from the beginning, from the cold calling, from mails, the meeting itself, the second meeting, searching for the perfect profile, and actually delivering the experience itself, that means that there will be a balance and that everyone will have the access to those information, to those guidelines, to be able to implement their work in a more smoothly way. By this point, we will reach a huge impact within the companies. But one thing that is very important to take into account is that we are actually facilitating lead for the EPs. We need to focus in our clients itself and to manage that they have the conscience that they're developing their leadership skills. And the company should know that as well, that they are developing leaders inside their companies. Those are 2 things that are very important and they should be done in every quarter with meetings and workshops for the trainees as well. In order for us to have more balance between the LCs, it's very important for us to keep a good communication. How are we going to do that? We're going to implement bi-weekly newsletters so that everyone knows what each other are doing, what is working, what is not working. And as well, one thing that is very interesting, that the person in charge of OD at the national level would be able to guideline this coaching between the LCs. How does that work? The LCs that have more experience in the program will be coaching the LCs that have less experience in the program, in order for them to share how did they manage to grow that much and how can they all grow together towards to the same goal. Among the BD team, one of the things that will be planned, developed and implemented will be employer branding. It's very interesting that the BD team can study the best way to work with the company's employer branding itself, which would be number 1, company days. That's when the membership can subscribe on the opportunities to go to the companies and to understand their day-by-day routine, their activities, and to understand the organizational culture that they have inside the companies. Another thing that is very interesting is workshops, so that the companies have more contact with the membership and they can facilitate day-by-day contacts and strategies that they use in their work so that the membership can receive that because they're going to be working on those companies in the future. Also, Youth Speak Forum, as you already know, there will be a Youth Speak Forum soon there in AIESEC in Belgium, and that should be something that should frequently happen, and it's something very important that a lot of entities are also applying and Belgium cannot be out of it. Another thing would be the participation of companies in the national conferences so that the quality of the conference itself, the content, can be improved for the membership, that can be more attractive and that can work more for their day-by-day strategies. And for that, we'll be developing employer branding. So one thing that I think that you notice in this video is that I connect a lot of dots and I connect a lot of different topics in the same one, but it's a flow of strategies. Because at the end, one thing that is very important for us to ensure that is actually happening is that we're developing leadership in our main client, which is our EPs. They come to AIESEC in Belgium and AIESEC in Luxembourg, they come to develop themselves. They come to really challenge themselves, and we need to ensure that that's actually happening. And they are applying our business, our leadership development model. We need to ensure that. And for that, there will be the coaches, there will be the workshops, there will be different spaces for the trainees itself to challenge themselves and to understand each other truly based on the LTM. So we need to focus on that, and for that, the other strategies, according to the companies, they will also understand what is the development of leadership that AIESEC does. And for that, basically, those are my strategies. That's how they connect each other. I hope that they were very clear for you, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video, that you have enjoyed my application. I am really, really happy that I'm applying for AIESEC in Belgium, and I am really available for any inputs or questions that you have, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!